Hello, everyone. Welcome to video 4 of Limiting Beliefs, a digital course. Today is all about shifting your limiting beliefs. So the way I work with limiting beliefs is to partner both a conscious and a subconscious practice. So today I really want to focus on the conscious practices that you can choose from, or the tools that you can choose from to build your specific limiting beliefs practice. So one of my favorite ones, one of my main go-tos, and one that I use all the time, regardless of what kind of limiting belief this is, if it's around money or around partnership or around business or friends or family or community, any limiting belief that comes up for me is I really like to replace my limiting beliefs 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, 100 times when they come up in the moment specifically, especially if I've done some deep work around this. So the reason that I want to do this is we want to carve a new neural pathway that is deeper than your limiting belief. The human mind really likes what is familiar. So we run on programming. And I know we've talked about this, but I want to go into this a little bit more. So to change out programming, we have to make the unfamiliar familiar. We need to take the desired belief and think it, feel it, visualize it, interact with it, and spark those connections in the mind more and more often and deeper and with more ferocity than the current path or the current association. So we can do that by replacing our lower vibrational thought or our limiting belief with an aligned or higher vibrational thought. So one of my favorite practices around this is called rampaging, and I do this all the time. Rampaging really takes us from language into feeling. So yes, I'm speaking to myself and telling myself a story, but I'm doing it in such a way that it becomes evocative and it really starts to call up my emotions. I feel differently in my body after a rampage versus just a chat or a guided visualization. You have probably recognized that when you have deep feelings about something, you remember it more. It sticks with you, it's easier to call up. Now, sometimes that can mean stress or anxiety or fear, but we want to utilize this practice and this understanding with higher vibrations and feelings that support the mind, body, soul connection. So think drop the cortisol levels and focus on upping the serotonin, upping the dopamine, upping all of those feel good chemicals in the physical body and in the mind. So when you rampage, you can use language, but you want it to be extremely feelings driven. So instead of, I get this new job and it feels great. Yes, that is replacing the fear thought of, what if it doesn't work out for me? Or what if they don't want me? Or what if my credentials don't match what they're looking for? Or what if my resume didn't stick out of the pile? So say one of those limiting beliefs comes up around a job that you're applying for or a job search, something like that. The difference between replacing that with a positive or aligned thought and rampaging is this. So your negative thought comes up, your limiting belief comes up that everyone else gets to find the job that fits them. Everyone else could possibly achieve that, could make money doing what they love, but not for me. Or maybe your limiting belief comes up that it's just not my time, maybe another time. That comes up and you choose to replace that. So just replacing that 3 or 5 or 10 times, thinking a new thought is going to outweigh that lower vibration. So that might look like, there are always opportunities coming to me. The right job is going to find me and I am going to find it. We're both looking for each other. This is a great practice, and I highly encourage that you replace those limiting beliefs over and over in your head. One of my favorite techniques, though, is to take it a step further and go into rampage mode. So this is what that might look like. Instead of just, this position is finding me, or I'm searching and I know it's going to work out, or there's things working behind the scenes to support me, here's what a potential rampage might look like in that looking for a job situation. And I'm going to ask that you just close your eyes, maybe put your hands over your hearts and just feel into this. Even if you're not currently looking for a different job, I just want you to experience the difference between thinking this different thought and rampaging when it comes to this different thought. So let's take a deep breath and put our hands over our hearts and close our eyes, come into our body and follow along with this rampage. My ideal job finds me. I am so good at this. I am so perfect at this. The hiring manager is so excited when they sit down with me. They cannot wait to get out of this meeting so that they can go tell the CEO and they can tell my new manager. They are so excited to make me an offer. Oh my God, it feels so good to get that phone call and to hear them say, I beat out X number of candidates, and that they were so excited by the detail in my cover letter and this specific piece of experience that I have on my resume, the air and the quality and the eloquency that I brought into that intentional and very, very present interview was felt by everyone who came in contact with me. Even the girl at the front desk who checked me in remembered me and said that I had such power and such presence. This is the perfect job for me. I know that it's finding me, it's coming to me, and I am moving towards it. Everything is lining up in my favor. The universe is here to support me. Each and every little thing that could go right is going right. It's all falling into place. It's all meant for me. I get to have it all because it's all coming from deeply within me. My desires are meant for me, and I am deserving and worthy. Everything gets to work out in my favor, and this job is just one of those aligned pieces of the puzzle that comes to me because I am magnetic to the job that I belong in, that my soul's purpose gets to speak to me and through me in this position. I am so excited. I'm so grateful. This is so magical. Oh my God, it's all working out in my favor. It's all working out. It is here. It is now. I am hired. I am starting. My first day was amazing. Oh my God, meeting my new coworkers and hearing all about these new jobs and these new positions that I get to take control of, meeting the team that I'm going to manage. I have so much creative freedom. Oh my God, I get to express myself. This is truly my soul's passion. It is here. It is now. Oh my God, I get paid so much and I love my work. The commute is so short and it's so perfect for me. Oh my God, even the snacks are amazing in the break room. I am so grateful. I am so thankful. This is all working out. Coming back into this space, coming back into this place, opening your eyes. I hope that you can feel the difference between a rampage and just replacing that thought. So I encourage you to use both of these. Replace the thought when it comes up so that you are consistently lowering the amount of times that you're thinking a limiting belief, and consciously upping the number of thoughts that you're thinking your more aligned belief. But then when you are able to, and I encourage you to carve out specific time if you can't do it in the moment, when you are able to, rampage instead of just thinking. We want to bring that feeling in, so we're actually elevating our vibration and becoming closer and closer and closer to a vibrational match for our aligned desire. You can also partner this practice with something like music or ecstatic dance or breath work. This way, when you replace the limiting belief, you're also elevating your vibration and rewiring with more efficacy. So what that means is to use music or ecstatic dance or breath work like we use the rampage. So it goes beyond just words, beyond just language, beyond just painting a picture, but truly feeling it, putting yourself in that time, in that space, in that experience, because your vibration, your body, your energy does not know the difference between what you are dreaming up and experiencing and when your body is actually experiencing something. We cannot tell the difference down at that vibrational level between true experience or experience in this 3D versus experience in the 5D. So we really want to utilize these different practices like rampaging, like partnering music or ecstatic dance or breath work, because it elevates the vibration and allows you to become an energetic match. What that looks like. So you identify a limiting belief. Say, for instance, all the good men are taken. There's no one out there at my age or in my city or that I would meet organically. You identify a limiting belief around your ability to find an aligned partner, or that an aligned partner is available, or that an aligned partner would be interested in XYZ. Once we've identified that and we desire to replace that limiting belief with our aligned belief, we can utilize music or static dance or breath work to elevate our vibration. So say, for instance, you're at your desk at home and this thought comes up and you have the time and space to reprogram right in the moment. So I encourage you to put on a song that makes you feel loved, supported, seen, heard, that gives you all of the dreamy vibes of being in a beautiful relationship. So you can look at your limiting belief, identify that you had that thought, acknowledge and honor those feelings, express that it served you. So you can say, thank you so much, mind, body, soul, for identifying this limiting belief with me. This is something that I've carried. This is something in my programming, and I choose to see it differently. I choose to tell a different story. I choose to believe something more aligned, more truthful, more intentional to where I want to go, what I want to have, who I want to be, and who I choose to call into my life. Turn your song on. Then start to think and feel and picture your aligned belief. So maybe your new aligned belief is, the more I focus on myself and do things that I love and support me, the easier it is for me to find a partner. I am worthy and deserving of this intended partner. In loving myself, I become magnetic to my aligned partner. I know that there are so many people out there and so many partners that would work so beautifully with my energy. I am a vibrational match for my aligned partner. I am a beacon to my ideal partner. I am a magnet and I draw that ideal partner in. All I have to do is be me. All I have to do is experience my life and stay present. All I have to do is focus on loving myself and seeing myself more fully, more truly, and I automatically call that partner in. As you're starting to paint that picture and tell that story, the music is floating around you, and the music is elevating your vibration because it truly is the feelings that you feel when you're in that love bubble. So choose songs that bring that experience to life. Maybe you want to partner that with an ecstatic dance practice. Maybe there's a certain way that you move your body or a certain song that you dance to that just gets you into these powerful vibrations that make you feel deeply in love and deeply seen and deeply heard. Maybe you want to do a few conscious pieces of breath work before you start to paint that picture or at the same moment that you're painting that picture. So as you're doing rapid breath work or deep breath work or focused intentional breath work and your vibration is elevating, you're starting to feel the tingles and the buzz and the excitement. You are then partnering it with the thought and the picture and the feeling of that aligned partner. This really supports you in rewiring from the negative or lower vibration limiting belief to that expansive belief that you desire to integrate, desire to carry with you. So I hope that gives you guys some detailed clarity around how to use the realigning method. So where you're going to replace your limiting belief 3 or 5 or 10 or 100 times. So basically stage 1 of this is just saying and thinking and shifting from that lower vibration that you've caught into a higher vibration, into a more aligned thought. We can partner this with rampaging, really getting ourselves worked up, giving ourselves this powerful pep talk that brings in emotions, helps to drop out our cortisol and elevate those feel good chemicals in the body and the brain, become an energetic match for what you truly desire. And you can also use things like music, maybe artwork, ecstatic dance, and breath work as a vibrational elevator to help support you when you're realigning 3 or 5 or 10 or 100 times. All right. Elevating your vibration, choosing to think and feel different is fucking powerful. It sounds simple, but it makes a huge difference. I love to also work with what if as a high vibration practice. And I know those two little words sound small, but they are transformative. Our minds easily and frequently come up with what if this goes wrong or what if this doesn't work. But you get to choose and you have control over what you think when you connect, witness, and choose to work with your thoughts and programming and beliefs. So why not, what if it all works out? What if it's all coming together? What if this or what if that? What if something better? What if it's even more magical, aligned, or blissful than I can think of or picture? What if we leave space for the universe or source or God or angels, that which you believe in, to do its thing? What if everything is inspiring in your favor? What if you get everything that you desire and more? So anytime I feel a limiting belief come up, The what if practice is a really powerful way for me to realign with something that feels better in my mind, my body, and in my soul. So let's use the example of, let's do a money one. What if money is always hard? What if I make bad financial decisions? What if I'm just bad at money? Using the what if to conjure higher vibration feelings, to expand beyond those lower vibration suggestions. So, what if I'm really good at money? What if I'm constantly inspired with new ways to make money? What if I follow my soul's purpose and that brings me money? What if I'm meant to be abundant? What if I'm meant to be wealthy? What if I am abundant? What if I am wealthy? What if this moment is the turning point? What if everything from this moment forward is conspiring to bring me my highest and my greatest? What if the universe is here to support me and is bringing things into my life and is showing me how to work with money, how to become a vibrational match for money, how to build a relationship with money? What if I'm meant for this? What if I'm so good at this? What if it's all just working out? That's a way to use what if as a high vibrational practice to realign and to reprogram your limiting beliefs. Another tool that we can utilize is journaling practice for shifting your limiting beliefs. One of my big proponents and one of the best undertakings that I've ever encouraged myself to do is to purge out my limiting beliefs. So what that looks like is I will pull out my journal. I will put on some intentional music, maybe binaural beats or hang drum music, anything that helps to keep me gently in a higher vibration. Sometimes classical music is really supportive of that. Something that doesn't pull my attention and focus away, but that is intentionally either elevating my vibration, calming me, releasing cortisol, bringing in some good vibes. And I will write up at the top either a topic of limiting beliefs, or if there's a certain limiting belief that I already know I have. So for instance, it might be money or abundance or wealth or love or partnership, or you might write a specific down, like there is never enough. And then I open up a journal practice that allows me to purge out limiting beliefs. And I will free write until I've gotten it all out. So I ask myself, what fucked up stories around this? Or what beliefs do I have? Or what things seem to be true? Or what pieces of evidence do I have for believing this? Where did it come from? When did it start? And I just purge those things out. The first time that I did this deep undertaking around money and abundance and wealth and prosperity, I purged out 17 pages of fucked up money stories. So I wrote down every experience that I had that spoke to money, and money being negative or difficult or hard. Anything that told me that being wealthy meant you were greedy, or anything that told me that there's never enough money to go around. Anything that led me to believe that if I become wealthy, if I become abundant or successful, it takes away from someone else. Purging out these thoughts, beliefs, and pieces of evidence really helped me to identify core limiting beliefs. So for instance, rich people are greedy was one of the top levels. And I continued to go further and further and further until I identified the main limiting belief.